goes to Wilcox, gets to the edge, and Wilcox gets 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 yards. Myers now in that offensive line for Virginia. Pitch back, Wilcox coming to the right side with some running room. On the right side. And up goes to Wilcox with a little bit of running room and just keeps those legs turning. He got nearly 5 yards again. Wilcox again in the tail position. Here's a slant pass. It's caught by Aho. Aho now is out wide to the right. Quarterback, Foy under some pressure. Again rolling. And it is caught by Greenwald. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. And Foy is shaken up. And a pleasant good evening, football fans, and welcome to a beautiful, beautiful evening here at Ewens Field in Virginia for tonight's matchup featuring the 1-0 ESCO Eskimos and the 0-1 Virginia Blue Devils. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Cohn with the entire Wasabi Community Television production crew, all set for our second game of this 2019-2020 high school sports season. ESCO comes in with a victory 13-7 over Proctor last week, while the Blue Devils were beaten here at home to Rush City 46-22. This being the second game on the young season. Both teams will be back in action next week. Virginia will travel to Aiken, while ESCO will be at home for their home opener against Two Harbors. Other Blue Devils sports action from last night. The volleyball team goes to 4-1 on the season with a 3-2 victory over Chisholm. Well, Coach Mostyn's tennis team is on the road tomorrow. They're playing in the Pine City Invitational, while the junior varsity will be at home tomorrow against Grand Rapids and Roseville. That's in girls tennis here at Virginia High School. All set for the kickoff. Kyle Williams will kick off. A beautiful night here in Virginia. Sun is setting in the west, the wind blowing out of the northwest, and we'll get those numbers very, very shortly. Williams and the defense kickoff team getting ready. Preston Lowe, number 6, and Eli Blue, number 3, back deep to receive Williams' kickoff. Blue Devils in their home blue jerseys. ESCO in their road whites. Here we go. It's going to be fielded by Lowe. Now Blue is going down the left side, and he's out into the open, and one man to beat, and nobody is going to beat. He's going to go all the way. Eli Blue is going to start off the game with the kickoff return for a touchdown. 14 seconds into the game. Eli Blue scores for ESCO. Let's watch on the replay. When we get that up, we can get the official yard mark. Hard to tell exactly the yard marker because of the sun, but I think it's got to be close to 80. Javonte Gregory will kick. Holding will be Mason Parrish. Bad snap. Hey, this ball is now picked up, but you cannot advance in high school. Only in college football can you advance the conversion try, or in pro football. So we've got a break in the action, but we're going to watch the touchdown, see if we can get this yard mark. Okay, that again, there is Eli Blue. We're trying to pick up again with the sun and the yard mark. Let's see if we got another camera angle on that touchdown. 14 seconds into our football game. Let's see, that's about the 12-yard line. I think it's about an 88-yard. Well, again, we'll try to look at it again for you when we get a chance. Anyways, Esko will now kick off. 14 seconds in. We have a 6-0 football score. Now kicking off will be Avery Lilgren. High kick. Scherf is going to field it near the 20-yard line. And Scherf is going to get near the 40, and we've got a flag. Looks like they've got a holding call against Virginia. So that nice return by Scherf. They'll move back the Blue Devils from the infraction, which is the 37-yard line, back to the 27. So the Blue Devils will start 1st and 10. Here's their offensive line. Riley Krenz will start at center. Ben Strukel, Tom Nemnich are the guards. Josh Stickney, Kyle Williams are the tackles. Cole Schaefer wide out on the left, and Jaden Bernard will be on the right. Jack Toman is the quarterback. Noah Nisi will be the fullbacks, and set up in the double wing will be Ryan Scherf, 19, and Nick Peters, number 32. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from about their own 26, 27-yard line. Scherf goes in motion. Handoff goes to Nice, and he's tackled a couple yards behind the line. Lots of pursuit that time, led by that big nose tackle, Lincoln Severson. They don't have any weights. He's a senior, but just looking at him, he has to go probably about 230, 240. And the Blue Devils are going to have all kinds of trouble with him, and also number 71, Jay Laroya. Two big kids right in the middle. Ball coming this way is Scherf again. Scherf's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and then gain a yard. In on the stop that time was Brock House. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for Virginia. Also on that defensive line, number 74 is Jacob Bubb. And number 63, Gage Stankovitz. 3rd down passing play for the Blue Devils. Tolman rolling under some pressure, and he's going to go down behind the line. Virginia quickly brings their punt team out. Dropping deep will be Eli Blue to receive the punt. Cole Schaefer in punt formation for the Blue Devils. There's a good look at Blue. 10 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Good snap, no pressure, and the punt's away high. Fair catch called for and taken on the Virginia side of the 50 by Blue. Esko will start at the Virginia 48-yard line. Running the quarterback position will be Dylan Vingy. He had a great year, a couple games last year playing against the Blue Devils. Here the ball's fumbled. Virginia's got the fumble. Let's watch on that replay. Someone stripped the ball. Let's see if we can pick this one up. Boy, maybe 25, maybe it was Ryan Mannanen, one of those Blue Devils on the defensive side stripped it. Preston Lowe was the ball carrier. Now Virginia will start from their own 48-yard line. In motion is Peters, gets a handoff, trying to go right side, cuts back in, gets to the 50, falls forward to the 49 of Esko, gain of about 3. Nice crowd here at the stadium, crowd making their way in. First week of school. High school band is here tonight. Scherf comes in motion, the handoff straight ahead to Nice, and he's going to get a yard or so. .64 degrees at kickoff. Winds are out of the west-northwest at about 8 miles per hour. 3rd and 6. Blue Devils set up on the Esko side of the 50. Peters goes in motion. Here's a reverse coming back this way, and Scherf will only gain a yard as Esko defense stayed at home. 31, Cade Berger in on the stop. Schaefer gets the snap, gets away an end over end punt, but we've got a whistle. And the Blue Devils, illegal procedure. We'll do it again. Very high snap, no pressure. Punt away. Take a great Blue Devil bounce inside the 20 and a roll dead near the 17-yard line. Esko now will start 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Vingian shotgun. Hands off the first man through, coming to the left side. No place to go. Good defensive pursuit by the Blue Devils. Ball carrier 31 was Cade Berger. Second and 10. They've got wideouts on both sides. Now we've got some movement. Looks like the Blue Devils may have jumped offside. We'll see. Greg Staniger is the official in charge tonight. Offside, Virginia. It'll cost them 5. Again, man comes in motion. Quarterback Vinci on a keeper. No place to go. Looks like the big play made by number 69, Riley Krenz of the Blue Devils. It's going to set up 3rd and 6. Now the Eskimos will bring Too wide out to the right. Vinji from the shotgun running the option play. Pitch the ball. It's on the ground. And a big loss on the play. And the Blue Devil defense comes up big on their first or second defensive series. Oh, watch that defensive play again. Yep. Good pressure by the Blue Devils. Fourth down, punt time for the Eskimos. Punt's a very short one off the side of the foot. Virginia's going to get great field position. And it even takes a Virginia bounce. Hunter McCauley touched the ball. And that punt is going to net about 6 yards. Virginia in great field position to start their next offensive series. 6:41 to go in our opening quarter. Here's Tolman underneath, and it's incomplete. Try to hit Jaden Bernard. Pass was short. Tolman last week was 7 out of 13, 2 interceptions for 159 yards unofficially. Checking in defensively is Jerry Andler for the Eskimos. Now Schaefer will go out right. Blue Devils are set up in that double wing. Scherf comes to motion, quarterback sneak, and Tolman is going to get only a couple yards. It's going to be third down for Virginia. Seplow will bring the play, and boy, they better hurry. They've been taking a lot of time on this one. Wide outs on both sides for Tolman. Short drop from the shotgun, throw the ball, and it's incomplete. Try to hit Peters on a slant. No. And it's going to be fourth down. Obviously, without having a field goal kicker, Coach Anderson will go for it. Nate Anderson runs the offense. His brother, older brother, Matt is the head coach. Evan and Jace Friedlieb are assistants. Jeff Tezik an assistant. Isaac Christensen assistant. Now we got some movement on the Blue Devils. A couple of men were in move. And it's going to cost Virginia 5 more. That's their third penalty here in the opening quarter. Brad Kern, the trainer, down along the sidelines. 4th and 12. Tolman, he's under some trouble, and he's going to go down. That play just didn't look good from the start. Twins baseball tonight. We'll try to keep you up to date on that big series as Cleveland and Minnesota. Central Division showdown. Twins with a 6.5 game lead. 20-some games to go in the season. Esko takes over at their own 32-yard line. Vinji from the shotgun. Now we got some movement on the Esko side. Second penalty for Esko. Esko next week will host Two Harbors in their home opener. Two Harbors lost last week at Cloquet 30-15, and tonight Two Harbors is hosting Pine City. Here's Vingy, fumble again, it's on the ground. I think Virginia may have it again, we'll see. I guess not, one of the Eskimos fell on it. Under 5.5 to go in our opening quarter. No offensive plus yardage yet in this game for either team. Here's Vingy throwing a long one downfield, and they're going to call interference. Oh, mans, I don't agree with this one. No way. But we'll see if we got this one on the replay. Long pass downfield. Well, I guess he did push him. I guess Peters did push the intended receiver. As we watched it in slow motion, that's where we can see the interference call, and it'll be 15 yards and a first down. That's the initial first down in tonight's game. Esko has it on their own 43-yard line. Pitch back goes, and a lot of running room for House. And now a late flag will come in. That was Brock House going for 13 yards. Holding against Esko. We'll watch this one again on replay. First down and 8. Esko has it on their own 46-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 6-0 Esko. Here's House again, the ball carrier. The big hole in the middle. Down to the 30-yard line. Esko has it at the Virginia 30. Esko now with 2 first downs in the game. 6 rushes, 33 yards. Vingy from the shotgun. House again, the ball carrier. He went down right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he may have lost a yard where his knee touched. Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. We watch on that replay. Boy, the sun is finally setting in the west, although it's still behind a cloud. But in a couple of minutes, that temperature is going to drop about 10 degrees or so. Esko now will reset their backs. Here's Vingy running the option. Pitch sit. Lots of room on that corner. That was Preston Lowe. That's about 9 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and short. And a fullback, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The big fullback got it. That was Cade Berger, and a great defensive surge by the Blue Devils. Lots of Blue Devils in on the stop. We'll watch on the replay. Watch the Blue Devil front come through. 35. Nice was in on the stop. And we have a flag on the play, illegal participation against the Blue Devils. Too many men on the field. So Esko will get a first down. Blue Devils now with 5 penalties here in the opening quarter. Mans. Lots of laundry against Virginia. And now we've got a Blue Devil jumping offside, or was he drawn offside? Looks like Virginia offside. Nope, check that. Esko made the Virginia team jump, so the Blue Devils will move them back 5. 3:15 to go in our opening quarter. 6-0 Esko. Eli Blue took the opening kickoff and returned it for a touchdown. And again, we'll try to get the official yardage for you as we'll try to look at that replay again. We'll have our man in the truck to see if he can look at it and see. Here's Vinci throwing the ball. It's incomplete. Almost a great diving catch by Preston Lowe. Second down and 15 from the Virginia 21-yard line. High school football on this Friday night. You're viewing it on Mesabi Community TV. Nice to have all our viewers tonight from the ESCO area watching. And now we've got a legal procedure on ESCO, and that will be their 5th penalty of the opening quarter. Next week, Virginia goes to ESCO for their first road game. ESCO defeated Denfield last week 58-0, and they're playing against Greenway NK tonight. They're on the road, the game over in Coleraine. I meant Aiken. Virginia will go to Aiken next week. Ball carry coming this way, trying to get to the corner. Forced out of bounds. Preston Lowe. Third down and 12. 2:50 to play in our opening quarter. 6-0 ESCO. The ball is on the Virginia 17. Blue goes out wide. Lowe is in the slot. Here's Vinci running left, looking, throwing the ball, and it is almost intercepted. A big defensive play by Ryan Hewinen. Oh, what a nice play by Hewinen. We'll watch that one on replay. Watch number 14, the last minute. Step right in front of Lowe. It'll be 4th down for ESCO. Fourth down, and now ESCO is going to take a timeout to talk things over, so we're going to take a break. 2:45 to go in our opening quarter. 6-0 ESCO. This is high school football on Mesabi Community TV.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Fourth down for the Eskimos.
Blue and low, wide to the left. Here's Vinji running to the right. He's throwing the ball back to the left side, and they have set this one up nicely. And let's see where they're going to mark it. The pass went to number 5, Trevor Spindler. He needed 12. And looks like he got 12. So from the 17 to the 5-yard line, it'll be first and goal. Now Vinji under center, gives it off, second man through, and he's going to get close to the end zone. That was Cade Berger. Try to check the Blue Devil who made the stop. Next, there's a touchdown, but we've got a flag on the play. Looks like it's some movement. Is it on Virginia or Esko? Official comes over. Legal procedure against Esko. They'll move him back. 11 penalties here in the opening quarter. 5 on Virginia, 6 on Esko. Second and goal from the 6-yard line. Vinji from the shotgun. Rolling to the right, looking under some pressure now. Runs away from the pressure and then gets taken down by Noah Neese at the 8-yard line. Loss of a couple yards. Look at all the Blue Devils in on that play, and then Neese stays right there and takes him down. .70 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Here's Vinji, the option, pitches the ball back, and Berger is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown from 8 yards out. Cade Berger scores from 8 yards out. $12-0 is our score. And now the Eskimos will go for 2. Man goes in motion. Here's Vinji showing it, and it's tipped away and caught for a 2-point conversion. It's good. Deflected right into the hands of Preston Lowe. So we have a break in the action. Let's see, are we going to get the replay on before we take the break, or are we going to go right to the break? Looks like we're going to watch the replay on the 2-point conversion first. Here's Vinji rolling to the right. Deflected by Neese. It goes right to Lowe, and the 2-point conversion is good. Break in the action. It's 14-0 Esko. $14-0 Esko. Again, recapping the score. 14 seconds in, Eli Blue takes the opening kickoff, 87 yards to pay dirt. Conversion fails, and then At 102, Berger on an 8-yard run. Vinci to Low, 2-point conversion, and it's 14-0. Kick is off the side of his foot. Scherf is going to pick it up at the 20. Gets to the 25, and that's about it. Maybe the 26. Virginia will start 1st and 10. From the 26-yard line. Other area games tonight. Cherry at MIB. Evelyn Gilbert's in Mora. Mesabi East at Crosby Ironton. Chisholm at Braham. 1st and 10. Scherf goes in motion, gets the ball coming to the left side. Jerry Andler, number 50, in on the stop. Blue Devils now have run 11 plays, and they have -5 yards so far. Esko has run 14 plays and have unofficially 61 yards. Sepla will go out to the right. Scherf in the slot right. Tolman under some pressure again, coming back to the middle of the field. And he's going to get near first down yardage. And it looks like he may have a Blue Devil first down. And that will be their initial first down tonight. Into the stop was House and Berger. Clock is going to run out here in the opening quarter, and we're going to take a break as the sun has now set in the west, and the Eskimos have a 14-0 lead on the Blue Devils. You're watching tonight's telecast on Mesabi Community Television and also Mediacom Public Access Channel 5.
Local television programming is now available to everyone through MesabiCommunityTV.com. From our main page, you can find all of our live sports broadcasts. Archived sporting events are also available on our website for Chisholm, Mountain Iron, Virginia, and Mesabi East schools. You can also download all of these events by going to your selected event, clicking on the share icon, and then clicking on the address on the center of the screen. There, you will find your download button. From our main page, you may also view our entire community bulletin board.
Here are the unofficial stats after one quarter. Esko 4 first down, Virginia 1. Esko's rushed the ball 11 times for 49 yards, 1 for 3 passing for 12. While the Blue Devils have rushed the ball 10 times for +5 yards. Tolman is 0 for 2 passing. 1 turnover, that was Esko. 5 Virginia penalties for 40 yards, 6 Esko penalties for 35 yards. Here we go, quarter number 2 underway. Virginia has the first down. Tolman from the gun, short drop, throwing the ball over the middle, and it is incomplete, tipped away. Nice defensive play. I think Egan, check that, Engen may have got his finger on that pass. We'll watch on the replay. I think it was right for Peters, but let's see, did 81 touch it? I think, well, second down and 10. Ball's on the 37-yard lane. Now Bernard will come out wide, draws single coverage. Coming this way, the ball is Peters, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Schaefer will bring the offensive play in. Peters, the ball carrier again. Peters goes against the grain, and he's going to get to the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Nice run by Nick Peters, about 8 yards. I think Peters is playing with a broken finger. Someone told me tonight that Fourth and 2, and Virginia will bring the punt team out. Watch Peters. Nice run by Nick. Almost lost the ball there, though, as someone reached in and almost stripped it. High snap, no pressure, though, and Schaefer gets away a high punt. A lot of contact. It's going to be personal foul on the Blue Devils. They did not allow the ESCO player to field that punt. So it's going to be a 15-yard Virginia penalty. Again, we'll watch on the replay. Oh, it looked like the ESCO player may have pushed the Virginia player into him. Let's see if we can see that again. See if we can watch this. Oh, yeah, sure. Scherf got pushed into him, but still probably didn't give him enough room anyways. And that's low, the ball carry going down the sidelines, still running, and finally they'll take him down at the 36-yard line. "34 yards on that run. First and 10 from the Virginia 36. Pitch back goes to the tailback, getting to the edge. This is low. And they'll force him out of bounds near the 20-yard line. We're going to watch the previous play. So Preston Lowe, 2 carries, last 2 carries for 50 yards. And it's first down at the 20-yard line. Under 10 minutes to play in our first half. Vingy from the shotgun. Oh, there's some movement, and that's going to be whistled. Esko now with 7 penalties here in the first half. Try to check some of the Blue Devil defensive front. 69 is Krenz, 65 is Bridgewater, 77 is Strukel, 7 is Bartlett, Schaefer's 12, Bernard 22. Here's the quarterback keeper, Vingy going left side. We've got a holding penalty coming as Bridgewater will take Vingy down at the 19. But we've got a Esko holding near the 21-yard line. And they're going to move Esko back 10 more yards. Oh, right there, number 5 hooked the Blue Devil player. Let's see if we can show that one again if possible. Show number 5 is he hooked that Blue Devil defender. Right there. It's a good call by the umpire. You know, sometimes things are so obvious that you miss it. And other times, You see them all. Esko showing power to the right side. Looks like this play could be going right. Vinci, pass goes to the right side. They've set up that little screen play, but Virginia defense staying at home. 67, that is Nolan Campbell, a freshman, in on the defensive play. It's going to set up second down and 20. Ball's on the 30-yard line. Here's Vinci running the option play this side. Pitches the ball back. Rockhouse will go from the 30 to the 22. Nick Peters defensively for the Blue Devils. And they got some help from Scherf. It'll be third down and 12. Again, Esko showing as if the play is going to go to the right side again. Power formation, ball's on the ground. Vinci will pick it up and no place to go. Ryan Mannon and another freshman in on the stop for the Blue Devils. Also 64 was Tom Nemenich. So it's fourth down for the Eskimos, coming up on 7.5 minutes to play until halftime. Here's Vinci throwing the ball downfield, and it is caught at the 1-yard line. Eli Blue with the reception. First and goal at the 1 for the Eskimos. Quarterback sneak. Vinci spins in for the touchdown. Esko on top of Virginia 20-0, and now they'll go for the conversion. Kicking this time will be Christy DeMuth. She's a senior. She plays also on that softball team for Esko. Female kick. Oh, bad snap. And the conversion fails. So we got a break in the action. 7:14 to go in our first half. Esko on top of Virginia, 20-0.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Masabi story.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
Well, the temperature's dropped 3 degrees since kickoff time. It's down to 61 degrees. Here's the kickoff, and we have a whistle offside on Virginia. Well, we'll see. thought the way they looked, it looked like, yeah, I guess I am right. They're moving the kickoff up 5 yards. So Avery Lilligren will kick off again for the Eskimos. Esko with a 20-0 lead. Scherf will pick it up near the 10-yard line. Or check that this is Schaefer. Gets to the 20 and gets pulled out of bounds near the 22-yard line. .33, Cade Gonczarowski in on the stop. Blue Devils will start 1st and 10 from their 23-yard line. 7:09 to go in our first half. Hand off to Ryan Scherf. Gets only back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Kevin Gregory III in on the stop. Plays a middle linebacker position. Spindler is an outside linebacker. House is an outside linebacker. Boy, they got some size up front. They've got some size at their linebackers. Tolman now rolling left. And he's going to get forced out of bounds. Loss on the play. Third and 13. Comes Josh Bernard out wide to the right. I don't think they've thrown the ball to Bernard tonight. Jaden Bernard, that is. I keep calling him Josh. Father's Josh. Tolman under some pressure again. Gets away from the pressure. Throwing the ball long downfield for Peters, but it's thrown into the Blue Devil bench area. Tolman now with 4 passes and no completions, and Virginia will bring their punt team out once again. And Eli Blue will drop back to receive this punt. Blue Devils go to Aiken next week. They'll be home on the 20th, 2 weeks from tonight. 2 Harbors will be here. Punts end over end. It takes a Blue Devil bounce, and it's going to roll dead on the ESCO side of the 50. ESCO will start 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Blue will come out wide left. Lowe goes in the slot left. Lowe is the motion man, and we've got a penalty. Looks like a legal procedure on ESCO. That's their 9th flag of the night. Virginia has been hit with 7 penalties. Unofficially, I've got ESCO with 144 yards of offense in the first half, and Virginia with 9. ESCO with 8 first downs, Virginia 1. Lowe goes in motion. Vinci will give it off. This is Berger coming this way, and Berger is going to get the 5 that they're penalized plus 5 more. Second and 5. Scherfin on the stop. Second down and 5. Wideouts on both sides. Vinci from the shotgun. Short drop, throw the ball up, and it's intercepted by Ryan Scherf. And he gets back near the 50. Scherf playing center field, reads the play. High overthrown pass, picks it off, and the junior gets the ball back to the 49-yard line. Second turnover against Esko. Blue Devils will now start at the 49-yard line. Tolman under center. Gives it off to Peters coming right side. Gets a block. It doesn't get a second block, and Peters is only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Tolman, short drop, throws it, cut by Bernard, and he'll get a Blue Devil first down at the 39-yard line. Second Blue Devil first down. Tolman now 1 for 5, 11 yards. Sempla goes out wide to the left. Here's Tolman throwing the ball long downfield for Bernard. He catches it, and he'll go down inside the 10. Pass play goes for 30. Good play, your best athlete. You got to get the ball to your best athlete, and by far, 22, Bernard is probably the best athlete on the field for the Blue Devils. First and goal from just inside the 10. Tolman's pass batted away at the line. Second down and goal from the 10-yard line. Blue Devils looking to cash in. After the interception, Scherf in motion one way, now comes back the other way. Here's Tolman under some pressure in the middle. Cuts inside and gets to about the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 9. Third and goal. Esko with a 20-0 lead. Schaefer out wide left. Bernard now will spread out to the right. Here's Tolman throwing the ball for Schaefer, up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Eskimos had great coverage on that play. inside coverage, and it's picked off by Dylan Vingy, the quarterback, who plays a quarterback on offense and a cornerback on defense. A quarter and a corner. First Blue Devil turnover, and now Esko will start from their own 20 with 4 seconds, under 3 minutes to play in our first half. Here's a big hole in the middle. This is Lowe, the ball carrier. Out over the 30. I guess they said number 2, the ball carrier. That's Brock House. So he goes for about 14. Unofficially, I have him with 129 yards on the ground. Here's Vingy running the option play. Pitch the ball back. This is House again with a lot of running room, and he's off to the races. Brock House will score a touchdown. 67-yard touchdown run. Esko will go for 2. Blue and Low out to the right. Left side is Bergeau. And we've got another penalty. Look at this last run again. This is Brock House. Here's the 2-point conversion. Vingy thrown in. It's batted down. It is incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails. 2:28 to go in our first half. We'll keep it right here. $26-0 is our score. Twins baseball 1-0 Cleveland in the 3rd inning. Big crowd tonight at the stadium. Target Field tonight in Minneapolis. Sounds like our man down in the truck is having all kinds of trouble with the kids playing football down there. We're thinking about the next game moving over to the other side, maybe trying the brand new press box over on the other side. Maybe be a little bit easier. Here we go, the kickoff. It's 26-0, 2:28 to play in our first half. Schaefer bounces it, now picks it back up at the 20. And he's in a heap of trouble. Schaefer the last to get to the huddle as we look at some of the fans here tonight. Nice crowd, nice evening. High school football in northeastern Minnesota. Hand off, a big hole in the middle. That's Noah Neese. It's about 19 yards for Neese. And that's the 4th Virginia first down of the night. Blue Devils will get the second half kickoff. Let's see if they can make something happen here in the final 2 minutes. Get a little momentum going to the clubhouse and then get ready for the second half. Here's Tolman throwing the ball up for grabs, and Gregory almost picked it off. Second down from the 39-yard line. Scherf goes in motion. Tolman throwing it underneath, and it's caught. Cole Schaefer for 17 yards and another Virginia first down. Looking at both of these rosters, 12 seniors for Esko. Virginia has 6. Here's Tolman under some pressure. And he's going to get to the 40-yard line. Now we got a late flag coming in. Let's see what this is about. Boy, a lot of laundry tonight on the field. Looks like it's going to go against Esko. Here comes Greg Staniger over. Personal foul. This is going to be a 15-yarder. Looking at the rosters now, Esko suits up 59 tonight. Virginia 44. Esko with 12 seniors, 14 juniors, 17 sophomores, and 16 freshmen. Virginia with 6 seniors, 12 juniors, 11 sophomores, and 15 freshmen. First and 10, Virginia from the 25-yard line. Tolman from the shotgun. Underneath, the ball's caught, deflected, and this can be a Blue Devil touchdown. Nick Peters. That's a 26-yard pass. Well, just what they needed. Get a touchdown, get some momentum. They're going to get the second half kickoff. Blue Devils going with a crazy alignment here for this two-point conversion. The pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. They try to hit Bernard, and the two-point conversion fails. They set it up nicely, and it just did not click, but a good attempt. And we have a 26-6 score with 1:05 to go here in our opening half. Blue Devil football on this Friday night. We take next week off. We'll be back with you on September the 20th as the Two Harbors Agates will be here at Ewens. Two Harbors coming in with a record of no wins and 1 loss. They lost at Cloquet last week. And tonight, Two Harbors is playing host to Pine City. Speaking of Pine City, Coach Mostyn and the Virginia girls tennis team, currently ranked number 4 in the state in Class A, will be taking part in the Pine City Invitational, while the junior varsity tennis team will be hosting Grand Rapids and Roseau tomorrow at the Tennis for All building. You want to watch some junior varsity tennis? I think it starts at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. The Blue Devil volleyball team is on the road. They're playing in Apple Valley this weekend. They're playing tonight at 5 o'clock, I know, against Moundsview. And then they have some games tomorrow. It's a round robin, and then they get set up into a division. That's Blue Devil Sports right here on Mesabi Community Television. Here's a rolling kickoff. It's still being bounced around. Finally, it's picked up by Lowe to the 35, the 40. One man to beat. He cuts in, and he's going to go almost all the way. A saving tackle. Let's see who's the last Blue Devil to get up who made the save. It's Ryan Scherf. Oh, what a great return. And Esko with 57 seconds and 2 timeouts are in business deep in Virginia territory. Let's watch this kickoff. Picked up at the 25-yard line. And that's Preston Lowe with another big return on a kickoff. They'll start from the 26-yard line. 57 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's Vinji running the option this way. Vinji will keep the ball. He gets to the 20, cuts in the 15, to the 10. Still going. Luna was trying to strip the ball away. Esko will call a timeout. They'll put him down at the 11. Boy, someone's got to go for that ball. You got to grab that ball when they've got that ball out there like a loaf of bread. Esko has just used their second timeout with 34 seconds to go here in our first half. Take a look at some of these statistics, unofficial. Esko with 11 first downs, Virginia 7. Esko with 20 rushes for 211 yards. Quarterback Vinji is 3 out of 6 with 1 interception for 39 yards. That means Esko unofficially 250 yards here in the first half. Meanwhile, Virginia has rushed the ball 18 times for 31 yards. Tolman is 4 for 11 with 1 interception and 84 yards, meaning Virginia unofficially with 115 yards of total offense. Esko with 2 turnovers. 1 fumble and 1 interception. Virginia has turned it over once. Penalties, Esko 11 penalties tonight for 75 yards. Virginia 7 for 50. Esko has 1 timeout and 34 seconds. And it looks like the ball is on the 12-yard line. They're setting up with the play that's going to go to the right. Vinji rolling to the right. Looking, getting some inside pressure. Dumps it off short. It's incomplete. He tried to hit Blue. He's second down and 10. Nemenich applying some pressure along with Strukel. And now Virginia will take a timeout. Break in the action, 30 seconds to play in the first half. It's Esko 26 and Virginia 6, and we'll have more after this.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Mesabi Range College is, I think, the perfect college for a traditional or non-traditional student. I came here to start my nursing career. I really like being able to work with people rather than being secluded. Being able to help people, heal them, that makes a difference, wearing your heart on your sleeve. My name is Becky, and this is my Mesabi story.
Esko coming out of the Virginia timeout. Here's Vinji rolling to the right, looking, throwing the ball, and it's high, incomplete, trying to hit blue. Third down with 25 seconds to play in our first half. Blue Devil defense has to hold them. They cannot give them a score. Here's Vinji again, pitch the ball back, the option play to Berger, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown from 12 yards out. Two-point conversion. It's 32-6. Here's Vinji. Pitch the ball back to Berger. And he gets in for the two-point conversion. 34-6 is our score with 19 seconds to play in our first half. So the Eskimos come right back after the Blue Devils scored the Tolman to Peters touchdown pass of 26 yards, and it took the Eskimos 46 seconds to answer. Other games tonight, again, Chisholm is in Braham, Mesabi East at Crosby Ironton, Evelyn Gilbert is in Mora, and Cherry and MIB are playing in Mountain Iron tonight. That's a Cherry home game, as Cherry brought back football this year, and because their field is being fixed, all their home games this year will be played in Mountain Iron. Boy, similar things that we're going to have to worry about next year, as our football field is going to be gone here in Virginia, as the new Miners Complex is going to be built back here in this area. The track and the football field will be gone. Virginia, from what I understand, will be playing football next year in Evelyn and in Aurora. Lilligren's kickoff, short, be fielded by Schaefer along the sidelines, comes back to the 20, avoids one tackle, he's to the 30, 40, and he gets pushed out of bounds. And looks like about the 42-yard line or so. Schaefer returns it. The Blue Devils have 3 timeouts and 11 seconds. Here's a nice return by Cole Schaefer. Forced out of bounds by the kicker, Avery Lilligren. Well, let's see how the Blue Devils play the final 11 seconds. They have a couple of timeouts. Bernard will draw double coverage, and Virginia will just take the snap, and they're just going to run out the clock they're going to go to the locker room and regroup and get ready to get that second half kickoff. So we've played one half of football from Ewens on this Friday night. The Esko Eskimos 34 and the Virginia Blue Devils 6. This is Blue Devil football on MasabiCommunityTV.com.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Local television programming is now available to everyone through MasabiCommunityTV.com. From our main page, you can find all of our live sports broadcasts. Archived sporting events are also available on our website for Chisholm, Mount Iron, Virginia, and Mesabi East schools. You can also download all of these events by going to your selected event, clicking on the share icon, and then clicking on the address on the center of the screen. There, you will find your download button. From our main page, you may also view our entire community bulletin board.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Mesabi story.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging, everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Mesabi Range College is, I think, the perfect college for traditional or non-traditional students. I came here to start my nursing career. I really like being able to work with people rather than being secluded. Being able to help people, heal them, that makes a difference, wearing your heart on your sleeve. My name is Becky, and this is my Mesabi story.
I decided to come to Mesabi because you get that one-on-one experience with your instructors, and I'll leave Mesabi with literally zero debt. And for what I'm going into, I just thought it was the smartest decision, and then I could also continue playing the sport I love, baseball. Definitely the fact that I could play baseball here helped a lot with meeting people and met a ton of cool kids, so I have no regrets. It's been a great decision. My name's Cody, and this is my Mesabi story.
With the support of many fine sponsors such as these over the years, Mesabi Community Television and Locker Talk have been able to continue expanding. With announcer Bob Cohn and cameramen like Darwin Aller, Javante George, and Justin Pullman, and with support from our program manager Lindsay George, in cooperation with Virginia's public schools and the City of Virginia, we've been able to keep upgrading. Currently, we can be seen live and via tape delay on Channel 5, YouTube, and Facebook, as well as bringing you area sports this year, including UMD football, volleyball, and many area teams on My9 Sports through KBJR's reaching out to our team. Mesabi Community Television will also continue to bring you sports from Mesabi East, Mountain Iron Buell, and Chisholm schools. Your mutual cooperation allows everyone to come out ahead.
Welcome back to Ewens. Good look at the Blue Devil Pom-Pom gals tonight, along with the band here tonight, trying to fire up the crowd, make some music, and have some fun. But it's been all ESCO tonight as they have rolled to a 34-6 lead here at halftime. I'm going to look at the stats first before we show you the highlights in the first half. ESCO in the first half had 12 first downs. Virginia had 7. These are all unofficial statistics, of course. The Eskimos rushed the ball 21 times for 223 yards. And quarterback Dylan Vingy threw 8 passes, 3 completed and 1 intercepted for 39 yards. 29 offensive plays for ESCO in the first half for 262 yards. For the Blue Devils, they rushed the ball 19 times for 31 yards. Tolman was 4 of 11, 1 interception, and 84 yards. The Blue Devils had 30 offensive plays in the first half for 115 yards. Blue Devils with 1 turnover. ESCO has 2 turnovers in the game, and a lot of penalties in the first half. 7 on the Blue Devils for 50 and 11 on the Eskimos for 75 yards. Let's take a look now at the scoring in the first half. 14 seconds in, Eli Blue takes the opening kickoff, 87 yards. Fields it right at the 13-yard line, and he goes all the way down that left sidelines. And he has the Eskimos off and running early tonight. 14 seconds into our football game to take a 1-0 lead. Or check that, 6-0 lead. Then at 1:02 of the opening quarter, Cade Berger scored his first of 2 touchdowns. Option play, gets the pitch, gets into the end zone. Then the 2-point conversion from Vingy to Lowe made it 14-0. Here come the Eskimos again. This is Vingy on a 1-yard run. Or check that, this is the 2-point conversion, 2-point conversion, making it 14-0. Then Vingy on a 1-yard run, but it was made up by this long pass. Watch this pass play and watch the catch by Blue. Down to the 1-yard line. Vingy then gets in for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed. It was 20-0. 2:28 to go. 5 minutes after this, House breaks loose on a 67-yard run down the right sidelines. Last man was Ryan Mannanen, and House just ran away from him. Gets into the end zone. Two-point conversion failed. It was 26-0. Here come the Devils back. 1:05 to go. Peters and Tolman will hook up. Nice play as Peters makes the reception. Goes in for 26 yards out. And that made it 26-6. The two-point conversion failed. And it was 26-6. And then with 19 seconds to go, Borger, check that, Berger, his second touchdown on a 12-yard run. Option play. And he just walks right into the end zone. And then he ran in the two-point conversion, making the score at halftime 34-6 in favor of Esko. Twins score after 4 innings. The Indians and the Twins are tied at 1-1. Well, we still have about 4 minutes or so before the teams come back out on the sidelines to loosen up for a second half. So we're going to take another TV timeout and get ready for the second half. It's 34-6 Esko over Virginia here at Ewan's on this Friday night. Welcome back to Ewens as we are just over a minute away from our second half kickoff. Virginia will get the second half kickoff. Trailing 34-6, all Esko here in the first half. Trying to update some other scores. Twins baseball, it's still 1-1, top of fifth. Vikings open up the season Sunday against Atlanta, while our other favorite team, the Detroit Lions, go to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Packers last night beat the Bears in Chicago 10-3. UMD Bulldogs opened up their season in football last night with a big victory over Minot State. Bulldogs are currently ranked number 14 in the country and favored to win that NCIS championship once again. Let's see what adjustments Virginia has made here in this halftime for the second half. Again, they will be traveling to Aiken next Friday night to take on those Gobblers. Be back here at the stadium in 2 weeks for the Two Harbors Agates. There's a good look at Cole Schaefer and also Greg Staniger, the referee tonight. Boy, Greg does a lot of baseball and softball umping also. Avery Lilligren will kick off. Esko led 14-0 after the first quarter. 34-6, and here we go, second half kick. Very, very short. Fielded by one of the upbacks near the 35-yard line. Try and check and see what number that was. 26, Sam Schultz Jr. returns it, and Virginia will start. Nice field position, 41-yard line. Blue Devils going from south to north. First man through, and there is absolutely no place to go for the Blue Devils. No gain on their initial play. That was Neese, the ball carrier. Stop on the play is credited to number 79, Lincoln Severson. Blue Devils go with wideouts on both sides. Jaden Bernard draws single coverage on the right. Here's Tolman. Pass, slant pass to Bernard was a little bit too much in front of him. It's going to be third down and 10. Sure wish the State High School League had heights and weights available for us, but they're having some trouble with that Minnesota State High School League webpage, and we're only able to get positions and grades right now. But I'll tell you, the Eskimos got some pretty big kids up front. Here's a long pass downfield for Scherf, and it's tipped away with a nice defensive play by Eli Blue. Watch Blue on this play. Got it up just a little bit too high, and Blue was able to get his hand on it. And it'll be fourth down, and Blue will drop back to receive Schaefer's punt. Man, look at Tolman getting hammered by Kevin Gregory III. High snap, pressure this time, and Schaefer gets it away. Not very far. It's high. It takes a great Blue Devil bounce. And Nemanich will put his paw on it near the 32-yard line. We're gonna show the replay of that last punt. He's been getting some nice spin on the ball. He's been getting a lot of bounces in his favor tonight. Here's Vingy. Handoff goes to House. Brock House gets back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of Blue Devils. 77 is Strukel. 25 is Manninen. That was Berger, the ball carrier. 31. No gain on that play. Second and 10. 65 is Bridgewater. 77 is Strukel. 69 is Krenz. Those are the front three. Peters 32, Manninen 25. Looks like Schaefer 12. Second and 10. Vigi from the shotgun. Keeper, or check that they've changed quarterbacks. Quarterbacking the team now is Jackson Pfister is now the quarterback, a sophomore. Loss of a yard. Third and a long 10. Pfister from the gun. Rolling left. Under some pressure. Going to get to the edge, throw the ball, and it is intercepted. Ryan Hewinen with the pick. So the Blue Devils get the turnover. They'll start from the 43-yard line. Tolman to Bernard. He avoids one tackle, lost the ball. Now he'll fall on it at the 27-yard line. 16-yard gain. Tolman now has hit the century mark passing. 5 for 14. Seplo go out to the left, Bernard to the right. Backs are set in that double wing. Tolman short drop, throw the ball downfield for Bernard, or check that for Sepla, but too far. Braden Sepla, the senior wide receiver. It'll be second down and 10. 9:09 to go in the third. 34-6 Esko over Virginia. Cole Schaefer brings the play in and goes quickly out to the left. Bernard to the right. Sheriff, the motion man, gets a handoff, slashing the left side. He gets cut down after a very short gain. Kevin Gregory, the third, once again in on the stop. He's pretty solid in the middle. Third down play for the Blue Devils. This is Tolman throwing the ball in the middle of Bernard. Jaden to the 19-yard line. Fourth and a short 2 for Virginia with 8 minutes to play in the third. Tolman short drop, throw the ball over the inside, and boy, I'll tell you, that's the kind of pass where your wideout is going to get killed. Crossing over the middle, he's spread out, and he just got hammered by Preston Lowe. And you're going to need a few trainers out to take a look at Cole Schaefer. His night could definitely be over after a pass like that. See if they got that one on replay a couple times. You can just see that one coming. That wide receiver is so vulnerable right there in the middle. When you throw the ball, wow, there is Brad Curran standing over him. Brad is the trainer. Works with the Virginia School, Wasabi Range. Watch that one once again. He just got hammered. Right over the middle, wide open, leaving his feet. And so Esko, nope, check that. And they are going to call a personal foul. It'll be a 15-yarder or half the distance to the goal. First and goal from the Blue Devils, just inside the 10. Boy, Schaefer is walking behind the bench and holding his... Now he's sitting on the trainer's table. Man, he really got whacked. You know, the thing about a pass like that, the next time I don't think he'll cross the middle anymore. Yep. At least I know that if I was the wide receiver, you would never see me cross in the middle again like that. Wow, you just feel for number 12. Twins baseball, they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cleveland and Minnesota are deadlocked at 1. First and goal for the Blue Devils. Scherf, the motion man, gets the handoff going left side, gets a little seam on that left side, gets to the 5-yard line, maybe even inside the 5 to the 4. Boy, nice block on that side. Looked like Jane Bernard may have thrown a block on that side, along with Stickney, 55. Second and goal from the 4. Now Gavin Dahl checks in for the Blue Devils. He'll go out to the left. Bernard right. Tolman under center. Tolman on a quarterback sneak. Looks like they're going to mark it at about the 3. Going to give him a tough yard. Third and goal from the 3. Watch on there. Wow. Guess we're not going to watch that replay again. Get back to live action. Sepla goes out wide to the right. Bernard's in tight on the left. Scherf goes in motion. Quarterback Tolman on a keeper trying to get to the edge. He's in trouble at the 5-yard line. And he'll get back to the 3. It's going to set up 4th down and goal from the 3. Dahl brings the play into Tolman, and he goes to the right side. Look at the ESCO defense setting up. Ball's on that right hash mark. Tolman from the shotgun. Tolman on a keeper going to the right side, needs a block, and he's not going to get a block. And Esko will take over from about the 2-yard line. Too many white jerseys and not enough blue jerseys, and the Eskimos will take over deep in their own end with 5:19 to play in the third. Pfister from the end zone. First man, could be a safety. They push it back. It is a safety. The Blue Devils come up with a defensive play. That time, too many blue jerseys and not enough white jerseys, and the Blue Devils defense comes up with the 2 points. And with 5:13 to go here in our third, it's 34-8. Esko now will have the option of either punting or kicking from the 20-yard line. Looks like Schaefer's coming back on the field. I don't know if he lost the contact or lost his mouth guard. Looks like a mouth guard. I don't know if we'll see Cole Schaefer back in the game at all. Although he has his helmet and the trainer's not around him, so I guess they may be letting him go back in. I just watched the trainer, and I'll give Schaefer a pat on the helmet. So I think Brad Kern, our trainer, feels that Cole Schaefer is ready to play some more football. Blue Devils will bring their receive team out. 35 is Neese, 19 is Scherf, 32 is Peters. Looks like Peters is going to be back deep, and Esko is going to kick it off. Virginia's going to get great field position after this kickoff. You usually punt the ball, you get the ball up high, and your coverage team can get down, but they've opted to kick off. So we'll see how close to the 50 or so the Blue Devils can get it. Driving kick. Peters will field it at the 37, gets to the 40, 45, 50 to the 46-yard line. Blue Devils are in business on the Esko side of the 50. Tackle was by William Schmitz, number 7 of the Eskimos. There goes Schaefer out wide to the left. Nice to see him back in already. Peters comes in motion, gets the handoff, coming to the short side of the field, gets about 4 yards before he gets knocked off his feet. Oh, he got hit pretty hard by Eli Blue. He's been all over the field. Second down and 6. Tolman throwing the ball long downfield for Bernard into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now we got a Blue Devil personal foul. Preston Lowell intercepted Tolman's pass. Tolman throws it into double coverage, and the Eskimos had this one pretty well covered. And the officials are conversing right now. It looked like there was an exchange of words first before a push, so we'll see how they're going to maybe just pick the flag up or maybe offsetting penalties. See the conference. Looks like Jamie Steinberg, the new athletic director at Chisholm, Tom Hofdahl, and Greg Staniger. They're going to have offsetting penalties. That's the good call. That's the right call. That's the fair call. So Esko will start, looks like at about the 15-yard line or so, 16-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play in our third quarter. It's 34-8. Blue Devils with the only points so far here in the quarter, a safety. Pfister from the gun. High snap, the ball's on the ground. Virginia's got the football inside the 10-yard line. Looks like Dylan Bartlett recovers the Esko fumble. Not a good snap. Well, I guess it's number 9 who recovers. Milgwin Tuchel, sophomore, with the recovery. So Scherf goes in motion, handoff to the inside. Neese the ball carrier, and looks like nothing. Tolman from the gun. Tolman under some pressure once again, goes down way behind the line of scrimmage. Loss goes back to the 20-yard line. Third and 19. Scherf comes in motion, coming to this side. Or check, that's Peters, that is. Gets to the 15-yard line, maybe the 14. So Peters gets about 6 on the play. And now we have Peters on the ground injured. Already playing with a broken finger. Now his knee, oh man. Brad Kern taking a look. So we're going to take an injury timeout with 2:59 to play in the third. It's 34-8 Esko, and this is Blue Devil football on this Friday night.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Well, they're helping Nick Peters up, and it does not look good for the junior. Looks like that right knee injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. See if we can see exactly what may have happened. Well, hard to tell from that angle. And they're taking him right to the training bench area. Well, they'll take him right to the team bench first, maybe get him over to the training bench. Maybe even right to the locker room. Fourth down and 12 for the Blue Devils. Here's Tolman getting some pressure, and he's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. So Esko will take the ball over in downs with 2:53 to play here in quarter number 3. Again, our next telecast will be 2 weeks from tonight. The Two Harbors Agates will be here to take on the Blue Devils. That'll be September the 20th. Pfister from the gun. Handoff goes to Berger with some running room. Gets near about the 28-yard line. We have an update on the Twins score. 2-1 Minnesota, top of the 6th. Ball's on that left hash mark. Pfister will give it off to Brockhouse with some running room. Breaks a tackle, another tackle. He's still going to the 47-yard line. It's about 18 yards and another first down for the Eskimos. We're in our final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Looks like they're working on that right knee area of Nick Peters. See if we can get a camera down there and show you what they're doing. Ball carrier that time was low, not much at all. There's the look at Nick Peters with both trainers. Looks like they're going to get some crutches for Nick. Hopefully it's nothing real serious. Final minute of the third quarter. Again, the only score in the quarter was a Virginia defense coming up with the safety. Ball at the 48-yard line. Pfister throwing the ball in the flat area. It is caught. That is Parrish. Avoids a tackle. Gets to the 45-yard line. The ball is ruled down. The play goes for 7. Dahl, who slowed him down, Hewitt then with the stop. Probably our last play of the third quarter, barring a penalty or an incompleted pass. Pfister from the gun. Pfister the option play going to the wide side. We got a holding penalty, and Pfister will get the first down, but this is all going to come back on the 13th penalty of the night against Esko. So they'll march it off, and our third quarter is in the books. And after they march it off and they set the ball down, we'll take a timeout as our quarter has come to an end. We've played 3 on this Friday night. See, are they going to have another play? I think the quarter has ended. See what the officials, I think they have to have one more play. Well, now they put 11 seconds back on the clock. That was probably not correct. But anyways, here we go. Last play of the quarter. Pfister, the option play going to the right side. And Pfister gets taken down by Tom Nemenich. No gain on the play. And now the clock is going to run out. We've played 3 from Ewens on this Friday night. Esko on top of Virginia by a score of 34-8.
Local television programming is now available to everyone through MasabiCommunityTV.com. From our main page, you can find all of our live sports broadcasts. Archived sporting events are also available on our website for Chisholm, Mountain Iron, Virginia, and Mesabi East schools. You can also download all of these events by going to your selected event, clicking on the share icon, and then clicking on the address on the center of the screen. There, you will find your download button. From our main page, you may also view our entire community bulletin board.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Mesabi story.
As we start the final quarter, the Esko punt is going to be down inside the Virginia 20. Blue Devils will start about the 18-yard line. Getting down there was number 16, Alex Bourgeot. Blue Devils with some changes on the offensive line. 88 now is Kyle Williams. He wore 50, but now he's got 88 on. 65 coming in the offensive line is J.J. Bridgewater. See if we can pick up anyone else changes. Looks like Riley Krenz is still the center. Tom Nemenich, 64, is still out there. Coming this way with the ball is Ryan Scherf. Gets out over the 20 to about the 23. That's about a 5-yard gain. Borger 31 in on the stop. Also on the offensive line, 55 is Josh Stickney. Now Sepla will go out to the right. Neese gets the handoff inside, and Noah's only going to go for a yard. Ryan Hewinen now has... There's a good look at Peters going to the locker room. Athletic director Josh Lampa with him. There's Nick's mother also. Too bad. Hate to see that happen. Hopefully it's nothing real serious. They'll check it out tonight. Hewinen on a reverse play, and the Eskimos were not fooled. Loss on the play. Check that Eskimo that got through, one of the big interior linemen. Looks like it was 50 Andler in on the stop. Now the Blue Devils are going to take a timeout. They're short 2, 4, 6, about 3 players. So Coach Anderson will have to take a timeout to regroup. We're going to take a break with 10:08 to go. 34-8 Esko over Virginia.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
So when we get back to live action, Virginia will have their punt formation ready to go. Esko will bring their punt receive team. Eli Blue will drop back. Eli started everything tonight, taking the opening kickoff, 87 yards. 14 seconds into the football game. That's how long that play took. Here's the kick. It's high. Going to take another great Virginia bounce. Boy, Schaefer has just been getting some great bounces with his punts. And Esko's going to start inside their 45, about the 43. Looks like Esko now has made some offensive personnel changes. Pfister, the quarterback. Handoff goes to 33, a new back. That is Cade Gonczarowski. And Cade gets about 7. Unofficially, I've got 28 carries tonight for 265 yards on the ground for Esko. Now coming to the Blue Devil defensive line is Tyson Wilson, number 59, a freshman. Second down and 3 from the 50-yard line. Again, ball carrier with some lot of running room. It's like 28, that's Nolan Witt, freshman. Ball's on the 37-yard line, coming up on 9 minutes to play. Handoff again to Witt. He's into the open, and there he goes for an Esko touchdown. "36-yard touchdown run." And now the point after. Parrish will hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Looks like maybe that was 41. Christy DeMuth with the kick. 41-8 in favor of Esko. Again, the Eskimos will be hosting Two Harbors next Friday night. That'll be their home opener, while the Blue Devils will go on the road for the first time. They go to Aiken next Friday night. The Mesabi Community Television crew will be back here at the stadium 2 weeks from tonight when Two Harbors comes a-calling. 7 o'clock kickoff. Looks like kicking off this time will be a freshman, number 24, Wyatt Stankovitz. Twins update. Twins ahead of Cleveland, 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Twins 6.5 game lead in the American League Central. Big 3-game series this weekend. Freshman's kickoff, driving kick. Schaefer picks it up at the 16-yard line. Gets out over the 30, maybe to about the 32, and the Blue Devils will start 1st and 10. Now some new numbers out on the field. 78, Justin Lynn, a freshman. 72, Mason Cawley, a freshman. 26, Sam Schultz. 25, Ryan Mannanen. The quarterback now is Dylan Bartlett, a sophomore. Well, there's too many men on the field. That's got to be a penalty. Ball carrier goes to number 9, Tuchel. Gain of a couple. Going out wide is number 8 is Dylan Headley, a freshman. A lot of motion. The ball carrier coming this way. 26, Sam Schultz. Gets to the 40-yard line. Third and 3 for the Blue Devils with under 8 minutes to play. And off the ball carrier gets a first down, number 56 in the game. That is Eric Sundquist, sophomore running back. See with a spot, looks like he's just short. Oh man, that wasn't even a fair spot, was that? We're going to look at that one again. Looks like, well, first down for the Blue Devils from the 43-yard line, again set up in that double wing. Here's Bartlett, the quarterback. Ball is fumbled. Isaac Flatley, a 9th grader in the Blue Devil lineup. Second and 15, coming up on 6.5 minutes to play. Bartlett's pass, almost intercepted, almost a pick 6 for William Schmitz. Oh man, that was a lot of green grass on that one. I think he'd like to have that one over again. Oh man, that would have been a 40-yard pick 6. Third down for the Blue Devils. Sundquist gets taken down a few more yards behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up on 6 minutes to go, and Virginia brings their punt team out. And looks like it's going to be Kyle Williams doing the honors this time. Good snap. Kyle gets over a nice punt. And the ball carrier is going to return it to the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Looks like Mason Parrish returns the punt, and Esko, with 5:41 to go, puts the ball in play and brings out some more clean white jerseys. Both coaches getting a lot of players in, giving them chances to play tonight. It was 14-0, Esko after one, 34-6 Esko at half. Blue Devils got the only points in the third quarter, a safety, and Esko has scored the only points here in the final quarter, a touchdown and a PAT by placement. Ball carrier's Witt, and he gets to the Blue Devils side of the 50, and we've got a Blue Devil face mask. That's now 16 first downs tonight for Esko. Unofficially, I have them with 317 yards on the ground. 46 more yards through the air. Blue Devils with 36 yards on the ground. 108 yards through the air. Blue Devils with 8 penalties now tonight for 65 yards. Esko 13 for 94. Pfister will give it off. The ball carrier going to the right side. Witt goes for about 10 and a first down. Second and short, Pfister from the gun. Keeper coming to the right side, cuts in, gets the first down. He's still going to go, and he's going to score a touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown run. They're attending to an injured Esko player. I think it looked like number 68, Russell Anderson, a sophomore. Maybe just a cramp. Yeah, that's what it probably is. And now the Eskimos will go for the conversion. It's 47-8. Wyatt Stankovitz will try the point after touchdown. A left-footed kicker. Mason Parrish will hold. Placement, kick, and it is good. So it's 48-8, break in the action, 4:44 to play in tonight's football game.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Mesabi Range College is, I think, the perfect college for traditional or non-traditional students. I came here to start my nursing career. I really like being able to work with people rather than being secluded. Being able to help people, heal them, that makes a difference, wearing your heart on your sleeve. My name is Becky, and this is my Mesabi story.
Well, here's my story tonight. It's 48-8 in favor of Esko with 4:44 to play. Unofficially, I've got the Eskimos with 407 yards of total offense, while the Blue Devils have been limited to 144. Blue Devils with 2 turnovers, while Esko has committed 4 turnovers tonight, and penalties, 21 penalties in the game. Kickoff is fielded near the 20. This is Ryan Hewinen out over the 30 to about the 34. And we got another Blue Devil down. I'm not sure. I did not see what happened to 35 Nice. Guess we don't have a replay either to look at it. Coming up, like grabbing his helmet as if he got hit in the head. Maybe got kicked. Now with the score, the clock is in running time. All kinds of movement by the Blue Devils, and it'll cost them 5. Also on the field, number 18, Andrew Peterson, a freshman. Try to recognize a few others, kids. Looked like the ball carrier was Tuchel, number 9. Headley, number 8, is one of the wing backs. Now coming in, 82, is Owen Buggart, sophomore. Three minutes to play. Sam Schultz, the ball carrier. Now checking in, number 83, is Caden Ackerson, a freshman. Isaac Flatley will return, a freshman. Blue Devils will go on the road and look for their first victory next Friday night. They've played 2 home games and were beaten last Friday by Rush City and tonight by Esko. Esko will have their home opener next Friday night against Two Harbors. Here's Flatley coming to this side on an inside reverse play. No gain at all as we are under 2 minutes of the game right now as the clock continues to roll along. Williams in punt formation. Good snap. Senior gets away a nice spiral. And the ball's fumbled, and let's see. I think Esko got it. Yes, they did. Good special teams by the Blue Devils, getting down quickly. Number 19, Ryan Scherf. 64, Tom Nemenich in on the play. And now the Eskimos, with just over a minute to play, will have to maybe take a couple snaps, and this football game is going to be in the books. Again, it all started tonight with Eli Blue returning the opening kickoff, 87 yards, and they quickly had a 6-0 lead on the Blue Devils. Berger then an 8-yard run, 2-point conversion, and it was 14-0 after the first quarter. Here's a ball carrier coming to this side. We'll check out that number 33. That is Cade Gonzarowski again. Second quarter, Vinci on a 1-yard run, House 67-yard run. Then Peters got the Blue Devils on the board, catching a 26-yard pass from Jack Toman, making it 26-6. Berger scored on a 12-yard run, and he converted on a 2-point conversion. It was 34-6 at halftime. Only points in the third quarter, a Virginia defensive safety making it 34-8. And then here in the final quarter, 2 touchdowns for the Eskimos. Witt on a 36-yard run, Pfister on a 25-yard run. 2 placements were good, DeMuth and Stankovic. Our final score tonight, Esko 48 and Virginia 8. Blue Devils now fall to no wins and 2 losses on the season. Again, they're at Aiken next Friday night. Esko goes to 2 wins and no losses, and they will host 2 Harbors next Friday night. Well, that'll do it from the stadium. Hope you enjoyed our telecast. For Darwin Aller, Javanchi George, and Dave Rousseau on the cameras. Terry Hardica down in the production truck. I'm Bob Cohen with the play-by-play. Again, disappointing for the Blue Devil fans tonight as the Eskos come in here and beat up on our Blue Devils by a final score of 48-8. Good night, everyone.
Getting a couple good plays here, getting some momentum is going to be key early on.
Wide to left, hand up. Goes to Wilcox, gets to the edge, and Wilcox gets 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 yards.
Again, we talked about your
Right side of the room. Andrew Wilcox, left side. Handoff goes to Wilcox with a little bit of running room and just keeps those legs turning. He got nearly 5 yards again. Wilcox again in the tail position. Here's a slam pass. It's caught by Aho. Aho now is out wide to the right. Quarterback under some pressure. Again rolling. And it is caught by Greenwald. He's into the end zone for a touchdown.